Have you ever had a moment where you felt like the world was crumbling inside you, but on the outside you were completely silent? You didn't sob, you didn't scream, you just sat there holding it all in. But then, you felt a wet nose nudge your hand, or a heavy head resting on your knee. You didn't call them, you didn't make a sound, yet your dog knew. They say dogs are man's best friend, but that phrase is too simple. It doesn't explain the ghostly accuracy with which they detect our pain. How do they do it? Is it psychic ability? Is it magic? The truth is far more fascinating. Your dog isn't just watching you. They are reading you like a biological book. Today on Canura, we are going to explore the superpowers your dog uses to see into your soul, and we'll discover why when you are broken, they are the only ones who can put you back together. We assume sadness is a feeling, but to a dog, sadness is a smell. Humans are visual creatures. We see tears to know someone is sad. But dogs live in a world of scent. When you are stressed or anxious, your body chemistry changes instantly. You release hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. You might not notice it, but to a dog who can smell a teaspoon of sugar in an Olympic-sized swimming pool, you suddenly smell different. You literally smell like sadness. A study from Queen's University Belfast proved this. They collected sweat and breath samples from stressed humans and presented them to dogs. The result: the dogs could pick out the stressed sample with 93.75% accuracy. So, before a single tear rolls down your cheek, your dog has already smelled the change in your biology. They know a storm is coming before it hits. But it's not just about smell. Have you ever noticed that when you are depressed, your dog seems to lose their energy too? They stop playing. They sigh more. They reflect your mood. This is called emotional contagion, and it is powered by something in their brain called mirror neurons. These are special brain cells that fire both when an animal acts and when it observes the same action in another. It's why you yawn when you see someone else yawn. Dogs are one of the few species on Earth that have this connection with humans. They don't just see your pain, they feel a version of it. When you are sad, their heart rate actually synchronizes with yours. They aren't just sitting next to you. They are sharing the burden of your emotions, so you don't have to carry it alone. One of the most common and sometimes overwhelming things a dog does when you cry is lick your face. Why do they do this? In the wild, puppies lick their mothers to ask for food or care, but in the domestic world, this behavior has evolved. When a dog licks your tears, they are doing two things. First, they are tasting the salt, confirming the chemical change in your body, but more importantly, they are trying to groom you. In a wolf pack, grooming is a sign of affection and reassurance. By licking you, they are trying to clean away the sadness. They are telling you, I am here, I am taking care of you, please come back to the pack. Have you ever been crying and your dog suddenly drops a slobbery tennis ball in your lap? At first, you might think, not now, buddy, I'm not in the mood. You might even think they are being insensitive, but you are wrong. This is a highly intelligent distraction tactic. Your dog senses the high energy of your distress. Their instinct tells them that the vibe in the pack is wrong, so they try to reset the room. They bring you a toy not because they want to play, but because they know that playing makes you happy. They are trying to trigger a release of dopamine in your brain to counteract the cortisol. It is their clumsy, adorable way of trying to fix you. Depression often makes us want to isolate. We lock the doors, we hide in our rooms. If you observe closely when you are in this state, your dog will often position themselves strategically. They might lie down right in front of the door or sit with their back to you facing the rest of the house. This is the sentry mode. They know you are vulnerable right now. They know your defenses are down. So they take over the role of the protector. They are saying, you take the time to heal, I will watch the world for you. They won't let anything harm you while you are broken. Let me share a story about a woman named Linda. After losing her husband of 40 years, Linda stopped leaving her house. The silence in her home was deafening. She spent her days sitting in his old armchair weeping. Her daughter convinced her to foster an old golden retriever named Benny. For the first week, Benny didn't do much. He just sat by the armchair. But every time Linda started to cry, Benny would stand up, walk over, and firmly press his forehead against hers. He wouldn't move until her breathing slowed down. He became her anchor. He forced her to get up, to feed him, to walk him. 6 months later, Linda said, I didn't want to live anymore. But Benny wouldn't let me give up. He caught every tear before it hit the ground. We often think we rescue dogs, but if you ask anyone who has gone through a heartbreak, a loss, or a depression, they will tell you the truth. The dogs rescue us. They don't ask for an explanation. They don't need you to articulate why you are sad. They just need you to be there. So the next time your dog nudges you when you are feeling low, don't push them away. Embrace them. Let their oxytocin heal you. Because in a world that is often cold and indifferent, your dog is the one soul who chooses to burn bright just to keep you warm. Has your dog ever comforted you when you were crying? I want to know I'm not alone. Tell me your story in the comments below, and subscribe to Canura to understand the silent language of love.